Hello gamers, hello noobs. For this special game, I'm with the creator of Avalonist, one of the legends from the previous Avalon age, a player with very sharp reads, and a great guy who helped me learn the game, Loki.
Hey, thanks, Pat. Hello, gamers.
This is a special game, and it's 6 a.m. for me and for Maxi. And Max says, oh my god. Maxi says, oh my fucking god.
So Wangle unpicks Dark Spyduck, and honestly, my favorite way to bribe Hammer is actually unpicking M2 Hammer. I feel like I don't see that much anymore. There's a lot more like weird M1 metas going on. I feel like I see off picks of M1 Hammer a lot more now too.
Yeah,
You haven't?
I can agree that unpicking 1.4 is superior to unpicking 1.5. Like no matter what, well, to be frank, like 1.5 doesn't really matter that much. He gets
Yeah.
removed. Like
Yep.
fuck 1.5. Honestly, guys, stop unpicking 1.5. There's a lot of chat already. This is kind of unusual. So you have in this tournament, I've realized that we have those two kinds of M1s. It's either completely silent or a fucking spam fiesta.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing. Just people saying I'm res basically. There's nothing all that interesting in this chat.
1.3 is interesting, but I like 1.4. I like 1.4 a lot. We have 1.1, then 1.3 into 1.4. And Loki hasn't been touched, and he's being touched right now.
Yeah, I
Which,
feel like that was kind of expected. I feel like 1-4 almost always leads into something like that. So um, it's pretty natural for Dark to pick this and then kind of see what happens if Maxi adds himself to this.
I would expect Ingenue to pick Anoki and Maxi. I don't think she's gonna add to this. Is top likely from her POV? 1.3 sets up clean. 1.1 is correct. Well, it's possible, but I don't think top is likely from Ingenue's POV. I would honestly accuse, but I would accuse in this way that you pick Maxi with Anoki. It just gives you a chance to be on M2.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is actually. If this is a reject,
Yeah, this is a
like
reject, and she just doesn't
what is
want to. She just doesn't want to add, but she wants to
this?
accuse.
Yeah, this feels like a honestly either a weak play or just like a VT that's just unsure but vaguely has the same kind of impressions as you do. Like you kind of like salty potato for on picking you, so you don't want to add yourself to top, but you don't actually have any information.
Hmm.
Um, it's kind of weak though. Like I really hate off picks in M2 in general, and especially like that. Like I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. So yep.
And we
Uh,
have a fail. So the other players have just added to M2, so did Maxi, and we have a fail. And there's something is wrong in the siren chat. Oh
I mean,
dear.
if I'm dark, I kind of don't like Maxi here
Yeah,
probably.
you'd never pick Maxi. At least for 3.1, 3.2, I feel like Maxi should be off.
I feel he could maybe go anti Inoki Maxi and just see if Ingenue is
And
a
they
person like a PR. I don't know. Safe life,
Oh yeah,
sexistic.
I would probably pick Anti-Maxi and Inoki is a very good M1's pick. But if it
Who in this game is male and who's female actually? What does he mean by sexistic?
Salty and Vangle and Engineer girls.
Okay.
So M2 is only boys.
Are the girls all res though? Well, that's I feel like yep, that's the team I was suggesting as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like
This could
I mean
very well be clean.
this is consistent with M1s. This could get apt. Oh, but Ingenue doesn't want it. I feel
Ingenie rejects.
okay. I mean, at this point, Ingenue has to be PR or spy, right? Like, there's no way a VT can reject that.
Yeah, that's just interesting because it seems like she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
2.2 into 3.1. Inoki's picking salty and Inoki's involving Maxi into the game.
I feel is 2-2 like shitty Percy, seeing that Inoki, Dark, and Maxi is like two Merlins or something.
Oh, it could be the case.
Then why is she off picking? Is it just Dark and Maxi as two Merlins? Like that would be so disgusting, right? It's like
Yeah,
how else is she off picking? So what was it? Maxi's pick actually? Maxi off picked
but then rejecting
Wangle and
3.1
Salty.
would be sus.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying to
maybe just
understand.
1.5.
There's almost
Actually,
no way. There's almost no way Ingenuous is like Merlin, right? Like 2-2 is just the worst Merlin pick ever. I don't. I hate the idea of Ingenuous VT for 3-1. So
mm-hmm.
can she be Percy? And if she's Percy, who are her Merlins basically?
Oh, no.
If and if we can't figure out who her Merlins are, she's just a spy.
Yep, I agree with that.
So who the
Inoki,
fuck are her Merlins?
Inoki picking 3.2, rejecting. Salty solo rejecting. This is an interesting M3 situation because we have two picks and both solo rejected. Maxi has been brought back into the game and Doc has been taken off. Uh-oh. Ingenious Max. It could be Ingenious to Psyduck and Maxi.
Yeah, I was actually just
Unfortunately.
I was just verifying that, and the M ones would make sense. So from her perspective, if those two are Merlins, then Inoki is Confrez. So of course she can reject 3-1 because Dark has no reason to unpick Inoki
Yeah.
because the other M ones would be consistent. So Ingenu can be Percy to Maxi and Dark, and if so, oh my god, please don't play like this. Please don't kill your Merlin like this.
Yeah, and this is special games, so there could be like I'm VT and I'm gonna do gamer picks.
I think I hate that even more. Honestly.
Alright, so let's see the chat. I wonder what Maxi has to say and what Salty has to say, but Salty isn't saying anything. Maxi
Maxi
goes
has
for
an
what?
M. Maxi has an M for Merlin.
M
Or
for
Morgana.
Merlin or
Oh
Morgana.
Morgana. Wow.
Here. So what do we have here? Salty is basically saying I should like bang. Oh yes, because he rejects this and M2 failed. Square? What do we think about Square? Just anti-appers, you know? We have to entertain this, at least for a second. Salty
Right.
having 1.3. Well, when 1.4 is a spy, then it's very tough to
I
like
mean,
analyze them once in terms of
the,
spy
cha-
teams.
the chat from Maxi is saying that Wangle unpicked Morgana or something, and that bottom is clean.
That would be.
Does that work?
Well, bottom is 3.3 to. That would be just maxing and Genie tapping. All spy duck then. Okay, so well Maxi
Yeah.
sounds res for M3s, at least for now, because he's killing his teams.
Yeah, I agree. It's so consistent. He sounds PR. He sounds like a Merlin PR.
Oh, and this instantly
Oh well,
alright.
okay,
And that was
okay.
instantly approved. Sus. Oh. So ingenious PR. Anoki's assassin Maxi's Morgana. Ingenu to Dark Psyduck. Let's go. That would be
That's
a
the
meme.
going theory. That's the going. I was right about the M. The M stands for
Yeah.
Morgana.
Alright, I did this
Okay.
with toxic GM on Dark Psyduck.
I mean, if it is dark, that's disgusting. Like, please, Percy's, don't kill your Merlin.
I mean,
Like,
I
endangered
am just
species.
ready. I'm just ready for Ingenio to turn VT and just this accidental Percy and Vangle Bangle being actual Percival and then go on chat oh you just killed my Merlin or like something.
What a gamer.
It's potato to Vang. Oh well, we're not shooting Ingenio, yep.
Oh, actually, sorry, but when we thought it was ingenious, two Percys these days, like off pick a Merlin and a VT as 1/1.
It really depends on player. And since this is a special game, players in the tournament, they have this thought process is I want to do something, gamery on Percy and one, because this is the better way to play. Keep it 8 to 1. So yeah, probably Ingenious should be examined very carefully with Spice and Salty Potato because of 3.2 reject. And I'm more curious about Salty as of right now. Because if Salty is Percival to Ingenio and Maxi, like 1.3 is very sus.
Right.
It's Ingenio. Percival to Vangle Bangle with 1.1. Let's go. But then rejecting 3.1 would be huge.
Also, what is I mean, if those are her two Merlins, what the fuck is she doing with 2/2? Oh, because no, that's
If it's Maxi and Vangle?
it's potatoes res with Maxi.
Oh,
Right. So she doesn't like that.
yeah, it could be like Ingenio to Salty Potato of picking two Merlins because let's go. For the gamer reasons. I mean, Ingenio could be very well just. I mean, I just can't wait to see her being VT and like, I'm just good. I just didn't think it's 2.2 because of he probably has some read and then 3.1 because I thought that something. And then it's gonna be like Dark Side Deck to Vangle Bangle. Oh, also, I have this one thing because this 3.4 was apped instantly. Instantly. And you have this notion that the person who picks instantly approves. But you have the same thing with Merlin. Merlin is going to. I feel like when he sees clean, then he approves quicker than people. So if it's Merlin approving, you know, the pick is sometimes stalled. So that people just take time to vote. And if
Where
it's
what was the chat? What was the chat after 3/3? Like, how did that get repicked? Actually,
oh, I just missed that. Yes, I just missed that. It's a repick of 3.1. Oh
right. So like
my.
that's what I'm confused about, to be honest. So sorry,
Alright,
Ingenu 1.5
let's
is
see if
I'll res Ingenu. I mean, Dark is resing Ingenu.
what he picked. Oh, he picked 3.1. So yes, this is the team that you mentioned at first.
Right.
That's clean.
That's like the team for him to pick. That's him picking Ingenui's team. Like, I mean, there's a world where Ingenui is more like rejecting 3/1 because she thinks there's gonna be a rejects or something. Like, I don't know.
I don't think Ingenio plays Merlin like that. But then we don't GM Ingenio for sure. Vangle Bangle. Yeah, I want to see how is this repicked exactly. Well, I can't be pushed critical into the Maxi strat. So Maxi talks to Doc. Is this why he's getting removed? Because it's Doc? 3.1
Or
would have been nice to see. This is what Salty says. If someone wants to repick 3.1, I won't hard spy them.
That doesn't sound like Merlin though, for what it's
Hmm.
worth.
Bungle Bungle getting her pick on the platter makes me think like she's not Merlin. Because people are like, you have three
Fucking,
people hinting that it's 3.1.
you know.
Let's in Merlin. That's in Merlin.
Sorry, if someone wants to repick 3-1, I won't hard spy them. Is that after she gets rezzed by Duck?
Yes, it's after.
Okay. That's kind of not Merlin-y again. Oh, this person on the team rezzed me after I rejected.
To be frank, the most Merlin
Okay.
sounding on chat is Salty.
Um.
Let's highlight everyone. I just want to double check. Because Salty doesn't say much. And she says like 3.1 would have been nice to see, but whatever.
So now that we know what the actual team is, like Dark has no reason to pick 30. Well, the only reason why Dark would pick Dirty as Merlin is he just sees M2 Hammer as the other spy, and he wants to hide because he has candidates, and that could explain
This is
3-1
interesting.
reject. Are the girls all res though?
And
Yeah,
then
but that's
3.1 gets
after
rejected. And he
that's
goes
but
quest note.
that's after the fail though.
Hmm.
Like after 2-5 fails, like and that's like the team to check for sure as any role.
And he says,
Um,
guess not. 3.1 was rejected. Guess not. The rest is ingenious. Ingenious, if she would be Percival to Dak, then she removes Dak after he rests her.
well, I mean, Percival Percival fucking hates 3-1 because Duck has no reason to unpick Inoki from Percival's point of view.
Yeah.
But, like, I could maybe see in a special game Merlin doing like shitty things M1 because why not? Especially when M2 Hammer is Morgana anyway.
Hmm.
But I'm just gonna go and take a guess that Duck is not Merlin here, and like let's look at the salty potato
Yeah.
Merlin
I was
situation.
just about to mention something similar and swap our GM to Salty
Um,
from Duck. That'd be Vangle, but I feel like she was given everything without doing much herself.
well, Wengel did do something. Wengel actually picked 3-4. Like slamming a repick is like that is something for what it's worth. Like I don't think I see 3-1 get rejected as VT and like instantly want to repick. Like that's a hard thing to do.
It wasn't Vangle Bangle who said to repick first, though. It
Well,
was
Wengel
it was
there
Salty
was
Potato.
Salty wanted to see it. Ingenui wouldn't mind it afterwards, I think.
Yeah, and then Vangle repick. It got rejected, so look, so Vangle Bangle even says, I don't mind it, because at this point, so it got rejected, but I don't mind picking it. And then Ingenious says, so I feel like
Oh, Ingenui says I reject on 1-5 pick. Well, yeah.
rejects. Yeah,
uh,
that makes sense. Yeah,
uh,
because it should be 1.5 should be Ingenium because of 1.3 and even 1.4 after 1.1. So I can see her.
I will say though, I actually like. I see a lot of people say, "Oh, if there was an on pick in Mission One, you have to kind of pick the on pick." But like, you only have to pick the on pick if it fits with M2 Hammer. For what it's worth,
Yeah,
that's just an opinion.
yeah, no,
Like,
I agree with that 100%.
like, is Maxi Duck salty and Ingenuity a team? Like, I mean, I guess it is in this case.
Yeah, so I had this one game with Mayor yesterday, and we had a very similar situation where once we're compressing one person, but then 1.4 was kinda sus, It was like going against them once, and then 1.5 picks the person that was unpicked, and he gets completely obliterated. And I'm like, Myers as well, like, if I remember correctly, if it was one Meyer, but that's just what you're talking about.
You kind of want information when M2 fails, and if you pick a pick that was like res by most of the table,
Yeah.
categorically not res with M2 hammer, it's like doesn't really matter.
Well, it might just remove you from being crushed because you just repeat the same info, and you just forget about yourself in this process.
So who do the spies have at this point? I haven't been following actually. What are their
Well, let's go over the assassination. So, well, we are not shooting Ingenue and not Vang, unless you think Potato to Vang. Duke Potato only Shirley. Really, that's my team basic. He said,
I
guess
mean,
not.
Salty did a lot.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. Rejects apps clean, rejects dirty, chats correctly. That is pretty good recipe for not VT. Is Salty suiciding as Merlin? Like,
Maybe she's scared because of 3.1. But I feel like Merlins, when they see clean being rejected, they are hopeless. They tend to just approve and then just, go into the future because fuck it, future being next mission.
right?
And she solo rejects?
What if she's Percy? Like, if she's Percy, can she do
Ingenue, I feel
stuff?
like. Ingenue could be
Uh,
Vangle, could be even Duck. Yeah, I feel
I
like
mean, okay,
everyone could be personal.
If Salty is Percy, I hate the idea of Ingenuity being Merlin because holy fuck, that is the most toxic 1-3.
I know.
um,
Especially with 1.4 Morgana question, Merlin question mark.
right. So if Salty is Percy, who else can she be? Can she be
Look at
Percy to
this.
Wangle?
So Anoki said, fuck it, Potato lives. How did they reach that conclusion? Well, Salty has... I don't hate it though. I like it more than Dr. Salty. I don't hate it. Oh, alright, so they are not shooting Salty. They're shooting Vank or Dark Sidak.
Like Salty feels pretty PR. So if we assume she's not Merlin, she's Percy. She can't be Percy to Ingenuity. Can she be Percy to Wangle?
Rejecting bottom. Yes. Salty rejects 3.2. That would be strange because 1.4, then 2.5 fails. I don't think Salty Potato to Vangle can reject 3.2.
So let's see. She knows Ingenuity is res. Uh,
Yeah, and she even like rejected 3.1, so the only other team, because well, Ingenue should be looking cross, and Inoki is picking 3.2, and then Dark
okay,
Sidak would be confessed, so upping it is just the way to go.
so so can it be Salty to Duck? Uh,
Rejecting
oh, I
bottom
mean,
because 1.4.
again,
Yeah,
it's the
but
same shit.
1.4, yeah, 1.4 is just Maxi's team then on 3.2. So
It's
Salty
just
Potato, how is she on Merlin, Anoki? How do you do that?
yeah. I mean, it's just a vibe check, I guess. I really, I mean, I've never played with these people. It does feel, having looked at it, it feels pretty suicidal. Exact, just like actually follow everything she did. Um, we go look at her chat again, just like unhighlight everyone else and just look at her chat.
That's a cool idea.
Did she miss even once? Like, or did she only say correct things?
No, she just said 4 things. So clueless, bro. But this was the, M1 stupid chat. And then 3.1 would have been nice to see with whatever. And it got
Garbage.
rejected? I know. It just sounds incredibly suicidal. Almost has VT. I mean, this chat really makes me think of a VT. Now that I think about it. Also depends. Holy smokes, I'm not sure.
Can you scroll down? There's nothing else.
Yeah, she doesn't
Wow.
say anything else.
What a bunch of gamers.
Hmm? What about
I mean,
who?
I think I said, what a bunch of gamers. I
Oh,
think, yeah, I think as a spy, I would have to shoot Salty. Like, if she's not Merlin, then okay, I guess. The only reason you could say Salty is not Merlin is to figure out what else happened in the game. Like, namely, okay, if you say Salty's Merlin, then who is Percy and Ingenuity and Dark?
mm-hmm.
Um,
Preferably
Maxi.
dark. This bottom pick is kinda sus. But maybe, but like 3.1 is on Percy. If it's ingenious to Salty and Maxi, then rejecting a valid team is on Percy. And then she picks 3.3 after upping 3.2. So if it's ingenious to Salty and Maxi, and she's just unpursing. All of her picks make no sense in M3 and votes.
Yeah. I mean, now that we know who the team is, like, our picks seem kind of nonsense.
It's
Then it's
dark
just
to salty, It's dark to salty, or it's ingenious to, or it's dark to
oh,
ingenious to
I actually,
PR.
you know what? I'm gonna, unless Ingenue said something super correct, chat, I'm gonna like VT her at this point.
Yeah, she could very well be VT. Oh dear.
Uh, she's VT.
It, salty to Vang is what Maxi has. Hmm.
Salty to
Actually, I want to
Wang.
see this combo. Let's check it out. Salty to rejects 3.2, but this is like I don't.
It's insane. She like didn't do a single thing that's wrong. Is the problem.
Yeah, like
like,
not
like
giving any chance to Maxi after he was involved in 3.2, 3.3. 3.2, I would approve as Percival and even Spy and Loki. Very, very sus.
oh,
Oh,
maybe like may no, this wouldn't be right actually. I was gonna say maybe she was scared of apping 3-2 because it gives hammer to a Merlin, but like it's the other Merlin, so if anything, you
yeah.
should be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, just salty. Is Salty's Merlin or VT? Her
But
Percival options just don't make sense.
if she's VT, that is godlike. Like I don't know how you like.
To be fair, I saw her play VT in a similar manner, like today, I think, or yesterday maybe. Yeah, it was today. She was a VT in a VC game, and she was solo rejecting team, and then it was repicked, and she rejected it again, and it was dirty. You know?
Well, so for what it's worth, the spies are also coming to the conclusion that Salty has to be PR. Like, there's just no fucking way it's just VT.
She should just be killed, to be frank.
I agree. I don't really see who she's Percy to.
And yeah, and we don't even have to find. Oh, thank you, Basic. Do we have. Yeah, spectator chat muted. 10 minutes left for assassination. If it's Dark Psyduck, then a very good play from Salty. If she's Percival to that, then sure, you can win.
If it's no, if it's dark, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's good play if it's dark. 3-2 is
Maybe she
what the
had a
fuck is
read or
3-2?
something because she like she knows how Maxi plays or or she knows how Doc plays. Yeah. She probably had a reason if she's Percival or VT to reject 3.2. I doubt it's like RNG. But I would bet that she's just Merlin. Scared or like whatever. Colleen was just rejected. Oh my. No. Maxi has left. Enoki was micro-reading chat. Seems so. Oh, he just listed all of the combinations. Salty to Vank, Salty Merlin. Yeah, Salty to Dak and Salty to Vank are both like, you know, you know.
It is 3-2. Like, I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like, okay, was there chat after 3-1? What was the chat after 3-1? Maybe we missed chat somewhere.
Chat
Everything was happening pretty fast
with chat from whom?
after 3-1. Like maybe there was chat after
Yeah,
3-1 that didn't.
just Doc saying guess not, and Ingenio being like, if this is clean, then why is 1-3 and 1-5? 1-3 into 1-5.
Loki just slam picks. I'm
And then
not
Inoki
okay. What about the chat after the like before 3-1? Like right before? Like maybe there's some chat anyway. The boys are not all res. That's not info. Are the girls all res though?
yeah, so this is the clean
Yeah.
pick. There's like
Some
30 votes.
sexist pick. 4-1 scares me.
He would be 4-1. Yeah, he would be
Oh,
4-1.
well, 4-1 scares you because 4-1 is also clean. But Loki could see into the future.
Unfortunately, it would be clean, so I would be scared as Spy. Is Maxi back? Funny how I'm suddenly leaning Huang, saying Dark Salty initially. Well, if it's Fang, oh my. I wouldn't shoot Fang because everyone was telling her to repick. The Percival option doesn't really work, and Clean was approved incredibly fast. So like, oh yeah,
I
shoot.
mean, like for what it's worth, like I do think the repick is PR-ish too. Like it's hard to repick as a VT. I think you're not sure if it's just spot. Like I don't know. Like I think as a VT, I have trouble repicking something like that personally.
Oh man,
But
I feel like they
it just
could do
is
that.
salty just did too much. I like if it's Wang, then how is salty PR? Like she's not Percy to Wang. If she is, like I just don't understand 3-2. And when I don't understand something, it's usually Merlin. Like it's
I like
just
this a lot.
I mean I recently had a game with Mayor and I was trying to figure out well maybe he could do this as VT, but if he was VT he couldn't do this other mission and then after talking myself into circles for like 10 minutes, I was like fuck it, Mayor's just probably Merlin and yeah, that was just the right shot. I feel
Great.
like here it's the same thing here. Like I feel like you can talk yourself into circles of why Salty's not Merlin, but
Mm.
the 3-2 just doesn't make sense.
Right, I feel like they're about to shoot. I'll shoot back. Oh yes, and let's see.
All right.
Wow.
Oh, I was just trolling, bro.
Holy smokes. Well, that's a
I,
wonderful shot.
that's a how is Salty rejecting that?
Hmm. Wow.
So I'm just trying to understand uh why 3-2 is rejected.
Why is
Max
3.2 rejected? Salty. I'm pretty sure that you're listening to this right now. So can you please explain this in the tournament chat? We would love to
yeah.
hear your explanation.
What a good game for Spies, I guess. Honestly, it was a good game for Res too, in my opinion. I thought this is about as perfect of a Res game as you could get.
That is a
So
very high quality game, I agree.
so it's sometimes luck happens.
Yeah. Alright, I guess this is it. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.